Guys, during this video I do mention the word invoice, which was a bit of a mistake because what we're actually talking about here is receipts. So receipts are sent out through the payment gateway, so that's what I'm going to be explaining, how receipts are sent out during subscription. So I will also be showing you how and what happens when a student unsubscribes from a subscription and how Zenler integrates with Stripe to cancel the subscription. I'll also be going to talk about some of the settings inside your Stripe account itself, and yeah, so that is it. I think I've covered everything else, but it's really important to understand that invoices, charges that you're making to people, you're going to have to do that manually yourself at this time, although it might be a feature of Zenler at some point. Okay guys, enjoy the video, and yeah, tell me if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell. Okay guys, welcome to another askzenler. So in this askzenler, what I want to talk about is receipts from your payment gateway. So if you are sending out invoices to people, or they require invoices, then it's still a manual process at the moment, so you'll need to send them out. But you can get on subscriptions Stripe to send out these invoice or these receipts. So I'm going to show you what they see. So basically I've got a basic course here that's on a subscription, and the pricing of this is £10. Now I've set this to actually reoccur daily for the sake of this tutorial. Also, I don't want to be paying over the next 3 days, I don't want to be paying £10 each time, so it'd be £30. So I'm actually going to set up a coupon so that it reoccurs at £1, so I'm going to take £9 off of it. So we just have a look at this little subscription I've set up, just so in case you guys want to know. So I've got it in pounds, I've got £10 there. I haven't turned on the set additional fee or any of the other stuff. I've just set the billing to be daily, so it's going to come out daily. Called it testing, and it's just basic, okay, very basic. So that's for this course, Beginner's Guide to Surfing. So subscription, this subscription I've set up to come out daily, and basically so each day it will take away £10. I know you guys are going to do it like monthly or yearly. I'm just doing this for the tutorial. So let's jump into it and see what we get in our email when we send this off, and how we can change things if we need to. Okay, so for this subscription I'm just going to create a coupon, and we're going to call it 99 off, and I'll just go in here. I'm not going to bother with any of this stuff. I'm just going to put in here amount, so let's make this 9, and specific products, I'll just make it all products. Actually I'll just make it Beginner's Guide to Surfing. Pricing plan, there's only one, so limit 1, and I won't put an expiry on, and I'm going to go apply discount during every billing, okay, so that it'll only take off, it will take 9% off every billing. If I just did it the first one, it'll just take it off the first billing. So I'm going to add that, and that's going to give me the code, so I can grab the code there. So let's copy that code, come into incognito window so that I'm not as a logged in user, and then we're just going to go and pay for this. So there we go, £1 per day. Let's click subscribe. Now you guys don't need to see me fill out this details here, my card details in specific. And remember, this is a subscription, so PayPal, we haven't got subscription on PayPal, so this is going through Stripe. Okay guys, so this is Stripe payment. So I'm going to fill this out, and I'm going to hit the buy, and then we will see what emails we receive. Okay, so I've confirmed my details. I'm going to click buy, and that's going to then buy this course. And voila, I'm now into the course. So continue to course. It's going to then give me to complete the registration. So I'm just going to put in some stuff here and click submit. Like so. And now I have access to the course. So what's happening in my email? So I'm going to have a look at our email now and see what has been sent from Stripe to us. Now I haven't enabled any automations, I don't think, in this course, so I shouldn't get any automations from this, but I should get the system automations unless I turned it off, which I'm not sure. So here we go. In my Gmail account, I have got this receipt. So I've received a receipt, and you can see I've got my little logo in there, I've got my thing across. So this is what I have received. It says the name of the course. So I have my receipt and the invoice there for this. So you can download the receipt in here, and tomorrow I should get the same receipt coming through from this as well. So this has been sent out from Stripe. Yep. So my payment gateway. So this is what they receive. They will receive this. So if you guys have never seen what the user sees at the end, this is what they've seen. So you can see I've also got my coupon code in there, 99 off, -9 and 1, the amount. So it gives all the details that I need. I can download this receipt here of this payment, and that's all good. So that looks good. So we need to see tomorrow if the same thing's being called out. Now remember that I'm going to jump into Stripe just to show you I've got my logo in there as well, so it's branded to me, but it does come from Stripe there. So you need to set that up in your Stripe account to make sure that you've got any logos or branding on this as well. So let's jump into Stripe and just have a look at the receipt coming in. Okay guys, so first piece you can see here is I have this succeeded. So you can see that the subscription has been created. This is in my Stripe account. Also notice my logo up the top there, which is taking. So that has been put into here. We can also send a receipt via here as well. So if they haven't received it for any reason, you can hit the send receipt there. Okay, and you can refund the payment here as well. So you've got the refund and you've got the send receipt, and that's all under payments. Okay, so you can see all your payments that have been succeeded. If you do refund, then you can go under this bracket and see the refunds or uncaptured. So people have put details in have been uncaptured, or of course all as well. So if I clicked in refunded here, it would show any amounts that have been refunded to anybody. Luckily I haven't got many, and some of them are partial refunds. So succeeded, refunded, uncaptured. You can check the uncaptured. I've got no uncaptured emails, so it's card details, so it's all been correct. So that is how you can do it in there. So remember, you can send that receipt there. You can resend the receipt. It automatically goes out, and we can also go refund payment as well. And then you've got this little button here, which you can also go and view the customer, view the payment details in here. So you've got a few little actions. So definitely get familiar with the Stripe interface for sure. Lots of documentation online about Stripe as well. So this is where the payment comes in from. So let's check out a few more things. Under customers, you have subscriptions. So this is a good place to see all of your subscriptions as well. As you can see, I'm here. So subscribed, and you can also see the status. So if the customer decides to cancel, it will show here as well. So they've cancelled it. Okay, I only had one cancel, but I haven't got many subscriptions, to be honest, in my courses. And of course we can go into invoices here as well, where you can see the invoices, and obviously from here you can go and download, view as customer, and download it in a PDF format as well. So that is under customers, under invoices. Now also underneath products and coupons, you can see any of the coupons that have been applied to any of your listings. So when someone's bought it for a coupon, it will show in here, and it will show the terms of it inside there. So it's connected up. So when you make that payment, that automatically goes in there when someone buys on that coupon. So it's a good way to look in Stripe and see all your coupons and how many are being used, how many have been used, and you can see it all in there under products, coupons. Okay, you've also got your tax rates down there as well if you've applied any taxes to this stuff. So now let's have a look at settings. If we come into settings here, under your business settings, you should definitely set up your branding. Okay, so if you click the branding, you can actually set this up in here. So you notice that the email that we sent out had this branding in here, and that's because I put the logo and the icon there in position. Okay, and I've changed my colors as well. So you can go in here and you can customize this to make it work for you. Okay, so this is really important as well, definitely an area that you should play around with. And you can go into and customize stuff in here as well, you can see, and you can switch between different devices as well to see that. So that is an area of importance for you guys. You got the customer portal as well, so, and hosted invoices as well, so you can see all that stuff in there. Okay guys, so that's kind of about it. The rest of the things you need to actually just spend a bit of time Googling if you want to find out more about, especially in this settings area, because this there are a few more things that you could change and play around with in there. But let's now see on day 2 that I received the email for the subscription. One last thing that's worth pointing out in here as well, and that is under your business settings. We've already looked at branding, but you've also got bank account scheduling and account details, but you've got one here called emails. Now this is really important that you make sure these are set up properly, because your customer, so it'll email a customer about successful payments. Okay, this setting is ignored when you create a payment in the API and provide the email receipt email parameter. If make sure that's checked, refunds are checked as well, and you can go into billing settings as well. So down here is also quite a big area, because you notice that we got that email sent from stripe.com, which is what I've got mine set up as. You can also add a domain, so it looks like it comes from your domain, a bit like email domain authentication that we have in Zenler. Well, it's actually exactly the same. So this is definitely an area that you might want to have a look at. If you do change your email domain and you add a domain to it, do make sure that you do tests to make sure that everything's working as you would expect it to. Okay, so this is really important. So by changing that and adding a domain, it's going to come from your domain rather than stripe.com. So it's up to you. Most people know they're paying by Stripe, but it's another way of making it all under your own banner. I leave mine Stripe, but it's up to you if you want to change that. You've got the option if you need to. So if I go into billing settings here, you can see in here that we have certain things that you can set up. So you need to go through these and have a look at them. So this one in particular could be quite good if you send a reminder 7 days before the free trial ends. So you can actually put that in there. You can put a cancellation policy link, so if you've got a link to a web page with cancellation, you've got a statement, a descriptor, one-time trial over message. So there's lots of things in here that could be useful to you. Retry schedule, so you've got lots of things in here that can be managed from the settings tab. So it's up to you to change them or leave it as it is. So here's quite a good one. Manage invoices sent to customer. So email finalized invoices to customer. Send reminder if an invoice hasn't been paid. Subscription status. If an invoice is overdue by 60 days, leave the subscription as it is. So you've got these things in here, lots of options in here to find out about and play around with. Lots of them have got these little buttons, so it tells you a little bit about it as well. So that is the Stripe and the subscription payment. So anything that goes through Stripe, if you do a one-off payment, they're going to get that email as you saw it in my Gmail account, like that. So they're just going to get a one-off. Well, we're checking for subscriptions, so tomorrow I should have another email site receipt showing that I've paid for tomorrow's subscription, because remember I've got it set up daily. Okay, so it's day 2, and this is what your customer or your student will receive, the next receipt. So it's day 2. I have changed my name in my Stripe account actually, because I forgot to do that, so I'm glad I checked. So I've changed it to what it is, Major Design. So you can see that we have the number as well for cross-referencing in here, and you've got this in both of these. So the first one came out, and because it's on the subscription, daily subscription, I've got my new invoice here. So we look at this, you can see that we have our new invoice. So they'll receive these receipts every time, okay? Not invoices, receipts. So this is invoice number here, and then they've got the receipt of that there. So every day that it goes through, they'll get these receipts. Now you can also see into the Stripe account that you also have that successful second payment as well in there. So what I want to do now is just jump to what you receive as an instructor when someone signs up, etc. So you can see that you as admin receive an email telling you about a payment that you've received, and it gives the name of the user here. It gives the payment ID as well. So you can see the subscription has been created there. So it sends you a email to tell you about successful. Now obviously when someone also registers for your course, you also get an email saying they've registered as well. So if they bought the course, they've registered, you're going to get emails about all of that stuff as well. Now, but what happens if a subscriber actually unsubscribes from the course? So what we're going to do now is look in what you have to do and what emails you'll receive when someone actually unsubscribes from a subscription. Now remember that one-off payments and payment plans, you're going to receive emails on those, and they're normally one-off, so it will just be paid and you won't have to worry. But subscription, there's a little bit more management involved, because obviously it's an ongoing payment to keep them in your membership site. So let's go in and log in, and let's cancel our subscription from the actual user's point of view. So as usual, I'm in an incognito window, and I'm going to log in as the student now, the test student that we set up, and they're going to want to cancel their subscription. So they've already got their courses, but we're going to go into their account, and from their account area, they're able to go in under their notifications here and obviously turn any emails on and off. But under billing, and this is the area that's important, you're going to see that they've got their subscription, so the date of their subscription and the price and all those things in there. So under subscription there, you can see started on the 11th, renews on the 12th, so it keeps them going inside here. Now maybe they want to cancel their subscription, so they can do that. You've also got their card details up top, and they're able to change the card in there as well, or go to subscription and click cancel. So it's going to say, are you sure you want to cancel the subscription? We're going to click OK. And now it's been cancelled. So this will no longer be registered in the site. So let's have a look at the emails we will receive when someone cancels a subscription. So we're back in my emails for you as the admin, yeah, not the user, the admin. And you're going to see you have got a message saying D Newton Creative Services cancelled subscription for their course. So we click this, have a look inside it. So you can see here this has just been automatically generated, has cancelled the subscription. Cancellation will be effective at the end of the current billing cycle. So it allows them to go up to the next billing cycle to access the course, and then after that point it cuts them off from the course. Let's jump into Stripe and see what's happened in there. So now inside Stripe, if we look, you can see that we have this status, cancels the 12th of February. So it's automatically cancelled it for us. So if I now click this and we come in here, you can see that there's no further invoices, and you can see scheduled to cancel on the 12th or 1:40. So there we go there. And that has been cancelled. Now, if you need to reactivate them, you can always go in here and don't cancel, or you can come in here and you can reschedule the cancellation as well if you want to, or you can update the subscription. So this could be handy. There has been a question asked where someone doesn't want to carry on a subscription and wants to carry it on a month later. So what you could do is you could update the subscription in here. This is for you to know more about Stripe. So you need to go in and do a little bit of research on what you can do in Stripe, but you've got that capability inside here. But you can see now, as the user actually unsubscribes or cancels their subscription, they're able to then go in and actually cancel it themselves, and it automatically goes to Stripe. Now PayPal, at this time we do not offer subscriptions to PayPal, and it will happen at some point, I should think. So subscriptions might happen, and you need to do these kind of tests. So what I'm doing now is I've run a 2-day test, and I've just deducted £9 £8 away from 10, so I've done £2 I've spent to test that my system works. And it's a really good idea that you do test. So if anything to take away from this is test your system, try different things out. If you see different scenarios, like someone wants to cancel for now but they want to maybe carry on in a month's time and you want to allow that, then just make sure that you test all these things out in here as a test student to make sure it works, and then you'll have that knowledge to give the student options further down the line. Okay, so that is all about receipts received from any courses, especially under subscription. Remember, for payment plans, they're just going to get the emails and then it's going to stop. But subscription is a little bit more tricky because it's an ongoing thing, and obviously the user can cancel it. Now, as we looked before, you do get information telling you when someone cancels a subscription, and as a policy I do suggest that you go into your account and you check that that has been cancelled and it's not carrying on, but the system does automatically cancel that inside Stripe, as you've seen. And obviously there's email receipts that are sent out to the student, the purchaser, every time that they send or pay for an item from Stripe. Do go in, check it, make sure that your settings in your Stripe account all set up, have a play around them, make sure you brand it properly. These are all things that you should look at as far as your integration with Stripe. So this very special askzenler is more about the Stripe, how Stripe works in a way, and how it works with inside Zenler platform as far as receipts are sent out. There's been quite a few questions about this, so hopefully this clarifies it for you. And if we can take anything away from this, then you should test. Okay, we can't mention this enough. Always test everything you do, whether it's payment related, especially when it's payment related, because that's your money, but anything you do within the site itself, you should always test as a student. Go into incognito, sign up as a new student, test everything's working, it's looking great. If it's not, go in and tweak it as admin, come back and check it as a student. You know, make sure it's tip top before you send it out there. This goes with even things like lives. If you guys are on pro and premium plans and you're doing lives, make sure you do test everything works and understand and get comfortable with the system that you're using, because we have these complex integrations. We've made it easy to work with and we do automate a lot of things, but you need to check that everything's showing and displaying as you would like it on desktop, tablet and mobile devices. Okay guys, so that's all from us at Zenler. See you around.